Here's a new segment we're doing called Quickies.
Oh no, I don't want you on camera.
I'll be right back.
Everybody loves a good
So
quickie.
Ashley's going to call on each host to give 1 or 2 sentences only. Yes, this is a way to make
Get
my
Darius to
responses
talk.
shortened and make Darius talk. See
Yeah.
what we did there?
It's a
So-
double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
I in my brain I've already picked people for the.
No, you got to call on everybody. Let's go.
Oh, I thought you said one person.
Oh, we all get a sentence?
No, read what I wrote.
God damn. It
Quickies.
said
Each
one
host
person-
Each host will be called upon by Ashley in a random order to give a
Oh.
quick 1-2 sentence remark on each below topic.
I thought you meant we get one each, not that we each get a sentence for every single
Well,
topic.
it's evolving. Let's see what happens.
That's how I understood it. So
One
if
sentence
you're
each
not-
for each thing. One thing
I have,
each is
I
better.
have Darius's milk on my chest. So.
No, don't. No, you don't.
I'm sure
You
that's
don't
not
get
all
none
you
of
have on
this.
your chest.
Whoa, what happened here?
Yeah, you left a little here.
This looks like...
You got a little here.
Oh, I
Shane.
can't see.
Alright.
Stupid
Uh-huh.
Chromebook.
Yeah, there you go, slut.
Okay, so moving on. Athlete Laurel Hubbard's
Quickies.
history as first openly out trans person to compete in a gender category different than her physical birth. How do we feel? Shane.
Oh, I'm all for it. I mean, we talked about trans. Oh, I can't have this close because then I'm too loud because this is professional.
All right. Put it in your mouth.
This isn't professional. As you're burping on mic.
No, I said this is a professional mic.
Mute
That's why
your
it's so
mic.
loud.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We're gonna all
It's
promote
not
each
you being
other
professional. It's the mic. Sorry.
all night.
It goes back to what I said weeks ago, where yes, you can make the argument that they have a physical advantage, but also so do people who are born bigger or smaller in the cisgender anyway. So I'm all for it. Good for her. You're an Olympian. More power to you.
Darius.
I don't know. I'm actually been kind of torn on this as far as like the whole thing. I think Rebecca a few episodes back talked about how she initially did have a concern about it, and I guess I'm just kind of still there. I don't know if it gives them an inherent advantage, but I mean we'll see how it works out. And if it works out, then great. If nobody has an issue, then great. I mean people will, but
I'm kind of split between you and Shane in that regard. Like, I'm happy that it's happening and I'm, happy for her. But at the same time, I do want to see, how this plays out longer term. And if later on, like, she wins and they're like, oh, no, it's because, she's trans. So I do want to see how that plays out later on. Balz.
I hate to take a page out of the Olympics book, but I think if they actually tested your levels of testosterone and then kind of was like, okay, if it gets anything over this, you can't compete. I kind of feel like that would make it a bit more fair in the sense.
Here, I'll throw you a curveball. I was watching an episode of Good Fight, and they had 3 different Olympic candidates. One of them was turned down because a trans person did better than her. And then there was another girl whose testosterone levels were she was a female whose testosterone levels were above whatever number they set.
Yeah, we're naturally.
So instead of knocking out one of the 2 first ones, they ended up knocking out this actual female who just had higher testosterone levels. So how do you feel about setting a number, knowing that it possibly can knock out regular?
Yeah. If that's her
natural.
natural level, if she's been tested for weeks at a time and that's her natural, so you do a test as anytime you do a test, something like that, or any medical test, they try to get a baseline, right, which is your normal rating or your at rest rating versus your non at rest rating. So testosterone doesn't, I'm sure is not like that. But if that's her normal rate that she's been getting levels weeks and weeks, I wouldn't fault her for that because that's her normal levels that she can't help. She's not taking any supplements or anything that's making her levels go up. So I couldn't fault her for something like that.
So
But
then
if she was taking some performance enhancing drug that raised her levels, then yes, you
no
should be
Daryl
removed.
Strawberry
performance
here.
enhancing, or is it to regulate her testosterone levels?
Say it again.
Is it performance enhancing, or is it something to regulate her testosterone levels?
If it's if it's above the normal range, then it's enhancing. No, I mean, if I I was on the track team in high school. I wasn't that fast. I wasn't great. I didn't perform in the top, 1%. But some of my times were my 100 was 13 seconds. That's a horrible time. But I watched the Olympics and I was like, that's pretty good on the female side. But I think that's because people are built differently, But I don't know.
Everyone is built differently, and
Yeah.
I've seen macho females go on to a football field and play with guys. And one of my exes, who I will not name because he'll probably be embarrassed, got
He's not watching.
pummeled.
It's okay.
Got leveled.
That's true too. He
Oh
got
yeah.
pummeled by this female, and she wasn't taking anything extra. She was just built that way.
Awesome. That's great. And I feel like if we should have co-leagues, go right ahead. Play, you all want to play together, that's fine. But don't cry that there's a disadvantage anywhere if we're all trying to be on the same team.
Might that be something that the Olympics should consider in all sports? I guess the Olympics start
Making it co-ed.
having the option to participate co-ed.
I know archery did, I believe, but I don't know if that was always the case or if it was just this specific Olympics. But for doubles, it was co-ed.
Because your genitals don't get all up in it, whatever it is.
That's only
I
if it's
mean,
Louis
it
C.K.
could, like your dick or
It's kind of like a solo sort of action.
help you feel the wind in one direction or the other.
Yeah.
But you ride on which direction?
I don't know. Do you
It's not
remember
like
the girl from Mean Girls
football,
who
just
like feel the weather because of her boobs or something?
Oh.
Like, imagine you just have like an advantage.
ESPN.
Yeah.
There's a
That's
60% chance it's writing right now.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that movie.
No, he doesn't know it line by line.
All right, Bex. I say.
Boo, you whore.
So much for quickies.
Wednesdays we wear pink. You missed the memo. Yeah,
It's not
I'm
Wednesday.
a little.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? Oh, no wonder.
This is water, right? She needs time to think.
Yeah, I don't know because I definitely want to be open-minded and accepting of others, but at the same time we are all built differently, and I like that there's something special about being like naturally born a woman or whatever. But then when I think of all that and I think about it more, I'm like, what about hermaphrodites and shit, or some woman that has like testicles inside her guts? Like, she shouldn't have to feel weird about how she's living her life. I just think I don't know if you're supposed to have two different tracks of like naturally born this way sort of stuff, like measuring all these levels and all this stuff that just sounds complicated and like it's eventually going to kind of discriminate against people, or if you should just mush everyone together. But if you mush all genders together, then I feel like women are going to get the short end of the stick and start bitching about that. I can say that as someone who is not athletic at all, and it's just biologically a good portion of men, even the crappy ones, are built differently in a way that's kind of better for most sports, I would imagine, maybe. And so I would think that then all these, female or women athletes, I don't know the right terms anymore. All these women athletes would be at a disadvantage, and then they might not even show up in any history book. So I don't really know the right way to go about any of it.
It's uncharted territory.
Yeah, it's just like if there ends up being some, I don't think the concern stereotypically is for female to male reassignment. Like, I don't think people are technically worried about, people have made those changes, but when it's the change of somebody who's born male changing to a woman, I think that's where most people's concern is. And I don't know how to make those concerns fair at all. Because if like you were born like 6'5" and you're like bulky and really strong, like you could be born a woman and be like that. But if you're like a man that was born that way and you decide to make that change in your prime and you're an athlete already and you make all the changes, like you're a force to be reckoned with. You should totally embrace who you are and be happy about it. But I don't know if it would necessarily be fair for someone of like my stature to have to like go against you. But they do have the weight classes and height or some shit. Like I don't care enough about sports for this to matter.
Well, Bex, you mentioned your stature, and can you confirm of the women on this show, including Tater, who's not here, where do you fall in the stature height level?
I'm big as fuck. I'm so much taller than everybody.
Okay.
But they could totally kick my ass.
So much for Quickies. Next topic on Quickies.
Okay, next topic on Quickies. Let's keep it short and sweet, guys.
2 sentences.
Scarlett
One
sentence.
Johansson has sued Disney over streaming the release of Black Widow, which basically screwed her over in terms of making money in the movie.
Because her contract was like, she'll get a certain amount of the back end from ticket sales.
Right. So, Bex.
I have my one sentence one liner. Like Louis C.K. I would
Just
still
whip it out?
want, like Louis C.K. would say, I would still like to watch. I don't know if I'd watch it in the theater at home, but I would still.
Tater, what's going on, Tater?
Oh, jeez.
You know, Bex, the 2 weeks that you were kind of like, you know, like finding your funny again, that just made up for both of them.
You're welcome. I drank for an hour before we started today. I was like, I gotta get the shit right. I gotta get the shit
That's
right.
gonna be me next time. I'm just letting you know that.
Maybe you should have started 2 hours before.
All right, Balls, how do you feel about it?
I feel you should have gotten a better lawyer.
Where does that?
I mean, if your lawyer's not smart enough to figure out that there could be other streaming avenues, and you just said ticket sales, you just get ticket sales.
But also, I feel like at some point she should have been aware because of COVID that
She shot it well before COVID.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
contract,
Oh,
the
that's
contract was like
timing, too.
2018.
Yeah.
Like,
Stuff
That's all it
happens,
was.
but you know what? You're making a big deal about it was now going to open it up for other people to now say, no, I don't want just ticket sales.
They should have amended the
I mean,
contract though.
they don't have
But
revenue
they're
language.
free.
Right?
You can't say all revenue because, you know, there's toys, there's this, there's that, there's, you know, miniseries.
She should
so-
make money off her blow up dolls and everything.
Sure.
Okay, well, I think Sheyne is ready to talk about the blow up dolls.
Yeah, buddy.
Sheyne?
I am lonely. At first I was like, you rich motherfucker, during COVID where people lost their jobs, how greedy can you be? And then I thought, how greedy is the mouse? So I was like, fuck the mouse. The mouse would not have renegotiated with her once COVID became a thing to change it to streaming revenue, if that is such a thing. So I'm like, part of me is like, let it go. It's during COVID. You're lucky you were still a millionaire. And then on the other hand, I'm like, fuck the mouse. Stick it to him every chance you get, because he'll stick it to you every chance he gets. That's
Good
my
cheese.
Okay, there it is. I need you to replicate that laugh, please.
Never.
You dumb fucks. If you're too stupid to realize I'm selling sex to your preteens, you're a dumb fuck.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Is that Mickey?
The Jonas Brothers, they're selling sex to 11-year-olds,
I think
and
it's
you're
funny
too
how
stupid to
people-
realize. South Park,
The
nobody?
Descendants.
I need more.
There it is.
Darius.
Uh-oh, Darius is frozen.
He's just pretending to be frozen.
Right?
Doing the
Oh,
ScarJo
no, I
blow up doll.
froze.
That was the
I
blow
froze.
up doll.
Hold on.
You're back.
Hold on.
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
He negates his opinion on this.
Are we passing?
All right. Coming out.
He punted.
Oh, the wife is home. Uh-oh, the ball
Yeah, sorry. I
and
said
Sheyne
my
has
internet
come.
apparently is no good.
Are we pausing here?
No.
I said, get your money, girl. That's
Someone
it.
has to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
All right, he'll be right back.
okay.
Get your money, girl.
Wait, real quick on this last one. Darius goes first. Leslie Grace is cast as Batgirl. Darius.
No, wait, no, I gotta.
Oh, you really do gotta go?
Open
Okay.
the door.
So let's pause it right here.
Go open the door. Quick.
No. I gotta go like
He's
help her
going.
bring up some stuff.
Go. Just go.
Yeah,
You
go
gotta
get the
go.
groceries, damn it. Oh, what the heck was that?
I guess we'll pause here.
That's what he has to say. Oh.
By the
is
way, I
it-
totally
drink
thought you
break?
meant Leslie Jones. I was like, what?
That's who I thought at first too, and I was like, that's not a girl, that's a lady. She's grown. I was like, she's
Oh,
too
my lady.
grown up for that. Drink break. Drink break.
I can tinkle.
Oh yeah,
Everyone-
I'm gonna tinkle everywhere.
Everyone tinkle or get a drink.
Leslie
Pleasure
Grace
themselves, and you can
Martinez.
stay or you can leave.
All right, I'll tinkle real quick. I was gonna say check his testosterone.
What the? Why do you sound like C-3PO in a tunnel?
Yeah, you have a little. I would unplug and plug it back in again.
That's what I'm doing.
That's why he's got another kid on the way.
Fail.
Yeah, I just leave it in. I told you.
Fail.
Your mic is super loud now, Dave. Just so you know.
Super loud.
Yeah.
So I'm okay
Except
with that.
Tater, who didn't show up today.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Just kidding. You deserve better. You're gonna find better. I love you like a sister, but like you're a beautiful woman inside and out. You got your shit together.
Shane would.
That's
If he didn't love you like a sister. That's what he's saying.
He'd hit you like a mister.
Balls first, then Darius, and then it's a crapshoot. But
okay.
No, like you deserve better.
I
like,
know I need to get in line.
Take a number.
this is in demand now.
You got
Yeah.
high tolerance.
You guys didn't
Dad
see him in that Federation suit. My lord.
Woo!
I got a picture.
I look good, Captain Benoit.
Wow.
Ashley,
All
just
right.
let me know if you start getting on dating websites or anything.
It has happened.
Look at that.
Raise it up,
handsome
raise it
man.
up. Look at that. Oh, daddy. Oh, I'd do it.
Bex, you want to write my profile?
I'm so good at those apps. I'm so good at those apps.
Ashley, I didn't know what the fuck Paige was trying to follow me on Instagram the other day. And I'm like, what the fuck is this weird ass page? And I'm like, and I start reading it. I'm like, oh, this must be Ash. Because Ashley's got that page where she like takes screen grabs of guys who contact her on like dating websites and like blurs out their names but like shows like the weird shit they write. And I'm like,
hell
who
yeah.
the fuck is trying to follow me? And I'm like, oh, that's Ashley.
So originally it was called Matched and Roasted, and this was before his time. He saw it and he was like, are you trying to like contact people on the side? I was like, look, you need to calm yourself down. He was like, I don't like it. He's like, do you mind deleting it?
Some people
like,
go
"All right,
into
no
sites while
problem."
in relationships because they want to see what the kids are doing.
Basically.
He didn't want you to have options because you might meet him first.
Well, so I deleted it, and I deleted all of my good content too. Got rid of it all.
Why? You should have just you should have blocked
just-
him off
yeah.
of it.
Yeah. So my best friend Jackie, she was talking about doing one of those, and I was like, okay, well, I already had one. I was like, let's do one together. So we're literally at dinner with like 5 other people, and we're talking about it, and one of the boyfriends came up with destroying my cream. And we were like, oh, that's it. That has to be the name. So the picture is also like a little jar of whipped cream.
Ashley, I hate to burst your bubble. That's the name of Louis C.K.'s autobiography.
I know it.
Copyright 2021.
The fly and
Well, feel free to follow Destroying My Cream.
Where'd you go?
Oh.
You ran away? Boo.
Who's that?
All right.
I saw a head.
Where is it? Destroying My Cream.
Oh!
Stop! Come back.
Come back! Come. She can't hear us anyway.
You gotta start them young.
All right. Next
And
quote unquote quickie. The last one. Go.
Okay, the last one. Leslie Grace has been cast as Batgirl, and Shane is really excited.
Batgirl is one of my all-time fantasies. That girl in Hamilton is super fucking hot, so I'm all for it. Hi, Bella.
Darius, how do you feel about it?
I really don't feel one way or another about it. I'm good with it. I think that we should, I guess it's big because she's minority. It's Barbara Gordon. Is that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Barbara Gordon previously was
Right. She's always been
Commissioner
portrayed as a
Gordon's daughter.
Well, Jeffrey Wright is playing Commissioner
Right.
Gordon in the new
Right.
Pattinson movie, Robert Pattinson movie. So
Robert Battens.
they've already changed.
Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. That's all I really care
Right.
about.
Not the first. Not
Wait,
the
what?
first.
When?
In the new Pattinson movie, she's Catwoman. She's Selena Kyle. But not the first. That was Eartha Kitt.
Yes.
Compromise.
I didn't say she's the first. I just said she's gonna be Catwoman.
I know, but I don't want
Yeah.
people being like, not that anyone's watching, but
Eartha
Eartha Kitt is the
Halle
first.
Halle Berry was also a
You
very hot.
ignorant
one.
nerd.
Shane,
Terrible
that would
movie.
mean that someone would have had to watch it.
I know that. I know that.
Don't worry, I wouldn't comment on that.
I just mean that.
Why do you sound like C3PO?
Yeah, you
Again, I unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Wait, Balls. Hang on. Hey, can you say
Say something.
R2D2? Can you say R2D2?
R2D2.
Can you
Oh,
say
shit.
Master Luke?
Master Luke.
And
Wait.
finally, can you say I got a bad feeling about this?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Wait,
No,
Balls,
do it like in a high pitched
Balls.
voice.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Balls, go like this.
Here,
Go
this,
like this, pinch your throat, and say, "Kids, don't smoke cigarettes like me."
that's what
R R R.
I feel so
Making fun of me.
bad.
I'm not making fun of you. I'll get the manager. Go get the fucking manager. That's not me. That's Dennis Leary.
Do it like in a high pitched voice.
Do you hear how you sound?
No.
No, we could.
He heard me.
Yeah.
Any better now?
Sure.
A little.
No.
Maybe that's just how you talk.
Yeah.
That could
Bex,
be. That's
Leslie Grace.
just the way I talk.
Leslie Grace is Batgirl. How do you feel, Bex? Excellent. Balls, how do you feel?
I didn't say it. I mean, like, I didn't see her in Hamilton, so maybe that's why I'm not attached to her. But I only saw her in The Heights.
She was in Hamilton. I was gonna say she.
Oh,
was
I'm
in
sorry.
the
That's
Heights.
what I meant. In the Heights. I'm getting my
I-
Lin-Manuel Miranda shit confused.
You're a hot miss, Sheyne. I saw her in The Heights.
I had a whole bottle of this.
She was.
And
She
you
wasn't
didn't
terrible,
share?
and I'm happy she's Dominican or whatever. But I find her kind of dull
She's hot.
as an
though.
actress.
I haven't.
Oh,
I
see,
still haven't seen
that's
it in the
not gonna make
Heights.
me watch Batgirl.
But it's the isn't it the CW?
Yeah, and I'll watch anything.
I mean,
Wait, she's gonna be. It's the CW.
not
right
exactly known for quality.
Yeah, but she's just dull and kind of honestly, despite like it's supposed to feel like groundbreaking that she's of color, she just seems kind of like generically dull. And I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be mean. I just like find her very dull. I
think
want somebody
these
with
are
like
actually-
a little more spunk, something interesting going on. I don't care if she can fucking sing.
Why is
That
it always
girl
gotta be about
doesn't
Louis C.K.?
That's,
Yeah, put Louis C.K. in the outfit. I don't know.
Where are you
To be
going?
honest, I think it's to be determined. I want to see what she's able to bring to the table. It's not all about the look. It's about how she presents herself as.
Yeah, that's what I
Right.
mean. Her acting, it felt very flat during the movie, and that's why I'm like not excited about her. But maybe a different side of her will be interesting. But I just feel like so many interesting.
Bex is frozen and Balls is Googling who Leslie Grace is.
That was
I did that before the break.
Okay.
Ball's turn. Sorry. Oh
Well-
no, I'm fucking it up.
No, you're fine now.
no, you're good.
You're good, Princess Leia.
Okay. Well, the jury is out on Leslie Grace.